What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. So look, y'all, it's time for us to talk about some boxing. And boxing concerning Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez. So about a week ago, Canelo came out and said he was having surgery on his arm or his hand or something like that, alluding to him being injured in the fight with Terence Crawford. And, I guess that's why he didn't perform the way he wanted to perform, etc. And so now you got some people using that as an excuse to why Terence Crawford was able to best him, right? Now, when I saw this, I said, well, at least this leaves room for a possible rematch. So people could say, well, Canelo wasn't his best, so we can get a rematch with Terence Crawford or whatever if Terence decides to take the rematch. And I think it probably would be wise for him to do so. He can defend the belt, but at the same time, now he can be the A side in the fight, and he can get the lion's share of the money this time around, right? But I'm just seeing so many excuses for Canelo, like, oh, that's really why he lost. I'm seeing that Terence Crawford was on steroids, and Victor Conte gave him some of that snack development and some type of snack. What's the word I'm looking for? He was using snack as some type of supplement or the snack supplements to be able to be roided up and to have more power. He was on some type of performance enhancing drug. That's what they're alluding to, right? And I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all this. If you're saying that when he fights Terence Crawford, things will be different this time because of the arm injury or Terence Crawford was on drugs, and you think Canelo has a shot the next fight, you are sadly mistaken. Terence Bud Crawford will stop Canelo Alvarez if they fight again. I'm not going to mince my words. I'm not going to be hesitant. He's going to knock Canelo Alvarez out if they fight again. Why do I say this? One, Terence Crawford took Canelo's best shots. And it didn't really faze Bud at all. It didn't faze Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford stood in the pocket with him and it was exchanging with him and getting the better of Canelo in those exchanges, landing the more powerful punches and taking Canelo's best punches on the chin, catching and shooting with Canelo Alvarez. He didn't have a shot in the dark against Terence Crawford. And one thing I know about Terence Crawford, when he knows you cannot hurt him, he's going to see blood. And he's going to wreak havoc. And the fact that you got people making excuses, and he's privy to this. He's aware that people are making excuses for Canelo, saying that it don't really count, and Canelo old now, and it was some other stuff that Terence was seeing it, and he was calling it out. Like, they making all these excuses now. They're trying to discredit my win already. All of the above, all of the sort, right? Now, Canelo he's had too many fights, all of that. When he sees that people are making excuses for him winning, when he sees people trying to discredit him, he's going to come out seeking blood against Canelo. He's going to come out with a vengeance, and he's really, really going to want to stomp a mud hole into Canelo Alvarez. And it's not going to be pretty. Y'all saw what happened in that 12th round with Terence Crawford and Canelo. In the 12th round, Canelo got wobbled, right? Them knees buckled a little bit. Them legs was a little shaky. At the end of that fight, Terence hit him with some nice shots, because he wanted to go out with a bang to put an exclamation mark on the fight, right? If they fight again, he's going to try to get Canelo up out of there. He's not going to try. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Now he knows Canelo can't hurt him. He can handle Canelo's best shots. He knows he's stronger than Canelo. He knows that his shots are more powerful than Canelo. So this time, oh man, he's going to take more risk. And Bud Crawford taking more risk is going to lead to more devastating shots, and more devastating shots more frequently in the fight. And Canelo, the way I saw him buckle in that 12th round, he's not going to be able to sustain that from Terence Crawford for an entire fight. You're going to see Canelo Alvarez go down for the first time if they fight again, and you're going to see him get stopped. He's going to get stopped. And there's going to be a whole lot of slow singing and flower bringing. When I say that, I don't mean no death. I don't mean death in the ring. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I want Canelo Alvarez to be in good health, for sure, even after the fight. But the fight is going to end in devastating fashion via Terence Crawford. Because he's seeing the disrespect. He's seeing these YouTube channels trying to say, trying to discredit his win. Oh, Canelo didn't take it serious. Canelo wasn't, the injury affected Canelo. Canelo is too old now. They're saying that Terence Crawford is on steroids. He's on performance-enhancing drugs. And it's so funny to me. Because these same individuals who are accusing Terence Crawford of being on steroids and all of that, they laid out a blanket of protection for Ryan Garcia when he popped dirty. Terence Crawford didn't pop dirty at all. But when Ryan Garcia got popped, when he popped dirty, oh, it is only a little bit. It's only a little bit. Motherfucker, what? That's like saying, are you a little bit of pregnant or you not? I'm just a little bit of pregnant. Ain't no such thing a little bit of pregnant. Either you're pregnant or you're not. Ain't no just a little bit of pregnant. Ain't no little bit of steroids. You was on that dope when you fought Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and your fans trying to take up for you and trying to lay that. They tried to lay out all those excuses. No, you can't. You didn't even make weight, Ryan Garcia. You were cutting weight and still kept all your power cutting weight and still couldn't even fully make weight. Still kept all your power, muscle mass, etc. Right? And we see you pop dirty. We see you failed the drug test. And now them fans was, oh, it's only a little bit. It's only a little bit. Who cares, man? It's only a little bit. Devin Haney's crying. Who cares? Who cares? Even though having that type of performance-enhancing drug in you, that Osterin, helps you keep power while weight cutting. You know, and Devin Haney cut weight the right way, cut weight all the way down to make weight, and Ryan Garcia still was 3.5 pounds overweight. He never made weight at 140. You know, but anyway, those same fans from the Ryan Garcia fan base, now they calling Terence Crawford a drug cheat. Now they saying he cheating. Now they making all these type of excuses for Canelo. Oh, Terence cheating. Now y'all care about some steroids that Terence Crawford did not use or get popped dirty for. Now steroids is a thing y'all care about. But when it was Ryan Garcia, it didn't matter, man. It's just a little bit. It didn't matter. It's just a little bit. What the fuck? Hold on. Huh? Now it matters, but it didn't matter when your guy Ryan Garcia popped dirty and Terence Crawford has not popped dirty for a drug test yet. But now you're alluding to him being on steroids because you're trying to cope with your guy getting whooped, right? Now we got all these excuses. Now this is the same fan base that was, I'm talking about, berating Deontay Wilder when certain excuses was coming out of his camp or people around him or certain, and I'm a fan of Deontay Wilder, a big fan, right? But when certain Deontay Wilder fans had some excuses, oh man, Deontay Wilder fans was everything under the sun. Now that they beloved one, their chosen one, Canelo Alvarez, has lost and got severely outclassed. Now that they seen Canelo get whooped on and get beat unanimously. Now that they didn't seen Terence Crawford run his fist across Canelo's head. Now they in survival mode. Now it's all the excuses they hated Deontay Wilder for. Right? I promise you, now they're gonna say, in a minute, they're gonna say, well, we didn't say that he had his drink spiked. Next, they're gonna say Terence Crawford spiked Canelo Alvarez's drink. The same fan base that hate when everybody else got excuses, now they got every excuse in the book for Canelo. We knew he was getting old. Bullshit. If you said you knew he was getting old, you wouldn't have predicted that Canelo would have stopped Terence Crawford. It was people saying he was going to stop Terence Crawford. It was people saying he was going to stop Terence in the 5th round or mid-fight, all of that. They said he was going to annihilate Terence Crawford. And now that it didn't happen, now they scrambling and scraping. But I promise y'all, if Terence Crawford rematches Canelo Alvarez, Canelo's getting stopped brutally. I promise you that. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out, y'all. Peace.